I'd get low, there's nothing else. It's a life, fun time, and full of surprises.
All right, so we have Alex right over here, Alex Cohen.
That would be me.
Yeah, so you've been traveling a little bit?
Yes, I have. I was actually with someone who was actually just on the show, Valerie Cuna.
Yes, she is incredible.
She is. She's wonderful. So yeah, we were away for about a month, going south during the sub-zero temperatures up here. So,
oh, how lucky!
Hey,
so you missed it.
Oh, you get to see people on Facebook talk about they have 2 gigs in one night, and it's -5.
Yeah, I think I had one.
Hey, it was,
I had one.
It was gorgeous, 65 degrees down in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, I definitely. It was Valentine's Day. Right?
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
I played here on Valentine's Day, and it was like 2 degrees or negative something.
Yeah, I mean, I got a call from this guy, and he was basically saying, he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, they're saying to stay in, but I got 2 kids. I mean, for me, I was like, oh, man, I sympathize. But, yeah, it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right now, it is really nice down south.
Good for you. So, what do you do with Valerie?
Well, I play drums.
Yeah.
And I mostly leave the performance aspect to
her.
her.
Well, she can handle
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, I don't think anybody's signing up to watch me do anything besides play drums. And I don't even think they want to watch me play drums. They want to listen and just let her do the rest.
Yeah, she's definitely got something going on.
Yeah, it certainly goes over quite well. It's quite divisive amongst crowds, which I like.
Yeah.
So I find that, for example, if you appreciate art or something unique. I mean, come on, I come from a death metal background, so I mean, exactly. Like, come on. Like, so I, I'm playing with Malignancy tomorrow night at St. Vitus. There.
Cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Best bar ever.
Yes, agreed. That was my stomping ground for. I mean, I was playing there like every week. So.
And where is it?
That's in Greenpoint.
It's literally in the middle of buttfuck nowhere in Brooklyn, but it's so worth it.
It is so worth it.
AKA the G line.
Yeah, it's even far from the G line, and that's, I mean, the G line is already cursed, but walking from the G line is pretty awful.
Sometimes you get lucky on the G line.
Seldom.
The last time I took it, I was lucky, so that's all I can base it on right now.
But yeah, so I mean, I've had, family who've had their differences with the stuff I've done with Valerie, but to me...
Are you playing with Valerie tomorrow night?
No, this is with the Malignancy, the death metal band. So I've had family talk about, that they don't understand or they think it's noise. But you know what? My family listens.
Do they like Malignancy?
Oh dear God, no.
Exactly.
I mean, I was gonna say, you don't like what I do with Valerie. I mean, Malignancy is like, Jesus, what I do with Valerie is accessible.
Tame.
Yeah, but it's, the point being is that to me, it's if you appreciate. I mean, okay, so to them, probably Mr. Bungle sounds like noise as well, whereas to people in.
So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in New York City.
And what kind of music was on the turntable or in the CD player when your mother was the DJ?
So this is why. I grew up with a very overly protective mother who wouldn't let me listen to anything with a parental advisory sticker on.
Okay, thank you, Tipper Gore.
Yeah, but this went beyond that. This was like, I couldn't listen to Eve 6 because Eve 6 had a parental advisory sticker. So I was pretty much listening to NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys.
All right.
Hey. Now try being a boy. Yeah. But as a boy, you get ridiculed for that.
That's true.
Yeah, and then I had my dad in the car had Madonna's "Substitute for Love" on repeat.
Oh, wait a minute. So was that the one? I guess it was the G version.
I don't even know what it was. All I know is that
"Substitute My Love," isn't it?
"Substitute for Love."
Wait, isn't it something else. Justify my love.
I know. You know what?
Justify my love.
I've kind of deleted it because I think I would have preferred. But
my mother has Madonna's birthday, so I would always get her something Madonna every year until she begged me to stop.
That is, much respect to Madonna, but I just cannot listen to "Substitute for Love" on repeat.
Substitute. I don't know that one.
Good. I could go my whole life never hearing that again, and I'm
How does it go?
I'm gonna just say the lyrics because you do not want to hear me sing. If I do start singing, this mic is gonna feedback horribly, and then the camera's gonna implode because it's just that bad. But it goes, hey, you know what? I think I belong more in that category. But so the lyrics are: "Should I wait for you, my substitute for love?"
Oh, you were allowed to listen to that.
Oh, I was allowed to listen to that, but it was that on repeat, and it was literally, I must have heard that song. It was just, he had the same 4 CDs on repeat the whole time. And so it was the Pet Shop Boys, Substitute for Love, and other stuff that I prefer to forget.
All right. So you went another route as a rebel.
So what happened is that when I got old enough to get my own CDs, I went to Tower Records.
Oh, wow.
I found the CDs with the most offensive-looking covers you
could
possibly
possibly
have.
Good for you.
I mean, I'm sorry, like these records I got, it was like, Morbid Angel, Covenant, Cannibal Corpse, Altars of, Cannibal Corpse, Tomb of the Mutilated, Deicide, Dissection, Meshuggah's Destroy, Erase, Improve.
What is that one? Meshuggah's?
Sugar.
Like Meshuggah?
Think about it, Yiddish.
That would be perfect for you, Alex.
It was perfect for me. Are you kidding?
And Meshuggah.
Yeah.
You are a little Meshuggah, right?
Yeah, well,
exactly.
Yeah, then just a little.
Yeah, think? That's funny.
So I dove into that stuff. I'm like,
so were you at Tower Records when they closed?
No, because actually when Tower Records closed, I don't even think I was in town when it happened. But
you don't look that old, Alex Cohen.
27. Well, almost 27.
How old were you at Tower Records? How long? They've been gone for so long.
I know. When I was at Tower Records, I was probably 16 or 17.
The one on 4th Street?
No, that one was later. I'm talking about the one on 66th Street.
Oh, okay.
Which closed down
near Lincoln
earlier.
Center. Gotcha.
Exactly. So I was probably about 17 when that closed.
Yeah, that one was there longer.
But I always found it. I always would love going there, and like if I had some allowance, I would always pick up like a new metal album. So I was at the time it was Behemoth, Origin, Dimmu Borgir, then so I was really about that.
So what bands do you like today? Do they have any?
Yeah, there are actually a bunch. Gore Guts is an all-time favorite. I agree. I like the new Plebeian Grandstand record a lot. I like the new Yautja EP a lot. I like, I have to listen to a lot of different
What do
things.
you do that you have to listen to all that?
Well, being a musician in New York, you can't be held under one umbrella, so...
Good for you.
Just because, I'm
Do
sure...
you know all these bands he's mentioning?
I've heard of a lot of them. A lot of my friends are all death metal heads.
Yeah, rather well. They're
we're all former metalheads from metal bands and stuff.
Did you have long hair once?
No, I'm never able to. It poops.
Same here. Same here. Mine's like a Jufro crossed with a mop. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't look too intimidating.
So,
Headbanging
a hybrid between Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen.
I've been told Rick Moranis and Mick Lovin.
Oh, okay.
Whoa! I mean, I think, man, you should grow that again because that's pretty awesome.
That's cute. That's cute. So, how many bands are you in?
Currently, well, I'm actually in about 2 or 3.
Okay.
But I work with, I probably have about 40 sets of music that I can just juggle in my head and pull out at any given time.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah, just like I can, just sort of pull it out, like just sets of music when someone calls me. Yeah.
You're good.
No.
You're good. So what website do you want people to find you at?
You can find me on Facebook.
Yes.
It's my personal page, but people can just send me a message and I will allow you to friend request me.
Yeah.
Because I usually keep my personal page, my business page. I consolidate them. I should make an artist page, but maybe I'm just too lazy.
It seems like people prefer being on your personal page most of the time.
I would agree, and especially because I try and be conscious of my status updates. So I try and actually.
Really, you're conscious.
I try and be selective. I'm not gonna, regardless of what I think is certain political.
Were you like valedictorian or something?
Well, you know what? No. You know what? I take that back. The reason I am conscious of my Facebook status updates was because back in the 2008 election, they were doing a New York Magazine article about members in my family. And I put up a Facebook quote saying, Sarah Palin can suck a dick and leave us all alone.
Good for you.
Well, what happened is New York Magazine got wind of that, and it ended up in New York Magazine.
Oh, here, have an artichoke heart.
I'm actually good. I do not like artichoke hearts.
All right, well,
and I know it is National Artichoke Heart Day, but I am not.
That's okay. That's okay. Would you like a coffee candy?
Would love one.
There you go. We like to make everyone happy.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's working.
There you go.
So that is why I'm more conscious right now, is for fear of maybe something like that. I mean, look, if I were to say,
So wait, can you tell us why your family was in New York Magazine?
Just a certain member of my family. He's kind of a high society guy.
Is he a Cohen?
No. He's the other side, and I had to sort of keep it DL because it was, but it was 8 years ago. It was an article that ended up with me having a quote in New York Magazine.
Wow, so they really checked into the family's Facebook page.
Well, I hadn't set my privacy settings very well,
and
so
how do
there
you
was
do
that.
Now?
Basically, I make it so that if you're not my friend, you cannot see anything I say.
Wow. So you learn from your mistakes.
I mean, you know what? To be fair, the Democratic Party at NYU, which is where I was at school at the time, the Democratic Party at NYU had me as a guest speaker. Because of that.
So it worked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you became kind of celebrity for being such
I became, it definitely was like, wow, geez, dude, you're really outspoken. I'm like, this was not my doing. Like.
Right. Wow.
So
the ripple effect kind of took off.
Yeah, I've been careful about, regardless of what I think about certain political candidates, I've been careful about what I say right now.
It's funny, though. I mean, that is
You can say whatever the fuck you want about Trump. I don't give a
No,
shit.
he's the man that should not be named.
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Look, I'll just put it this way. If you took his head off and put Cthulhu's on, it would fit pretty well, I think.
There you
The
go.
Dark Lord.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Just like, just putting that on, or maybe smeared clown makeup on it at the same time. I mean, it's about as serious as I.
So what you shared, do you consider that your skeleton, or do you have another skeleton?
Okay. Let me see. What's one of my skeletons? Oh, I know a skeleton.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, well, about 14, my brother was 12, and my overprotective mother used to take away violent video games and put them in places where we quote-unquote could not find them. Well, we did find them, and we used to play them all the time whenever she wasn't home, right behind her back. So, like, the one that she really didn't like was Blood Rain 2, where, I don't know if any of you were familiar, but that one was, like, over-the-top ridiculous, like, overly sexual and violent.
But you know that they're games, right?
Well, yeah, but that was back in the day when all those people had come out and were like overhyping that they thought video games were causing mass shootings.
Yeah.
Kill
Well, what do you
someone
think?
if you play
Yeah,
a game.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
and-
Well, in the wrong hands.
And I mean, it was like, you know what? I'll play this video game, but my bird just flew away, and I'm sobbing right now. I mean, it's not like I'm devoid of any feelings.
Right.
It's just like,
Yeah.
better take it out on a screen than in real life. That's how I viewed.
Yeah.
So, we used to sneak those and play those behind her
Did you
back
get
every time. No, actually.
Wow.
But the thing is that that game in particular, we used to just love doing that because that was just, we knew that would piss her off so much if she found out.
Aww,
So,
your poor mother.
You know what? I think we turned out okay. At
Yeah,
least.
you
I mean,
seem like it. Exactly. So you want people to write you on Facebook at Alex Cohen before you will let them be your friend.
well, just let them know where they heard of me, so I know it's not a
That's
bot
cool.
or somebody. Just
Yeah.
Sometimes there's those fake friends.
Your,
Well, there's
your
those fake
picture
friends.
almost looks like that Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my God, it does.
Doesn't
You're
it?
right.
It does.
So
So,
that
because
was
Alex
actually.
Cohen there might be more than one.
Oh, there
So
it
if
is.
it's the one that looks like Bohemian Rhapsody, that's the one.
That would
right?
be me. Oh yeah.
It does look like that.
And chances are, if you're a musician, we have mutual friends. So
There you go. So
that also does help.
would you like to push a button?
I would love to.
The Gun of Love. The Gun of Love, my love. Or the one from that video game.
Oh no! Blood Rain was all about knives.
Oh.
Yeah, vampire.
That's okay. We're not having a knife now.
Oh, that's all right.
I know. Well, thanks so much for visiting us.
My
and
pleasure.
one day you'll have to share who that relative is.
One day, and as the words of a mutual friend, Mrs. Jan Appel, one day at a time.
There she is. I like Jen Appel.
Me too.
She's great. Do you
Yeah.
play with her too?
I do play. I was on her record. I
Nice.
do all the live stuff with her, and
Good for you.
we work together a lot.
She's adorable.
She's a wonderful human being.
She is. I like her a lot. She's
She's-
doing that wonderful thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You want to shout it out?
Yeah. Support Jan Appel's Stop the Madness MDS. She's working for the MDS Foundation, which is what her father passed away from.
Yeah.
And it's a really good cause.
Yeah.
And I
So check it out.
I definitely recommend checking that out.
Yeah.
And check her new record out called Key Change.
There you go. Jen
Right.
Appel, you rock.
That's
Yeah.
Alex Cohen, give it up. We'll be back.
It's a place to get your 15 minutes of fame.